Hey y'all, it's racing day, so loud out here I can't hear a thing. Man, the fans are going wild. And these drivers came to rock, and no place else but Fox knows how to do it NASCAR style.
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys!
Hey now, here we go, race day. Don't you be going slow. Keep that pedal down on the floor. Push it till the crowd can't take no more. Then hey, since the flag came down, be here till the last lap around. Worked all week, it's time to play. Gonna get a little bit sideways. Hey, since the flag came down, be here till the last lap around. Worked all week, it's time to play. Gonna get a little bit sideways.
Deep in the Appalachian Mountains, in between Tennessee and Virginia, lies the last great Coliseum. It's Bristol Motor Speedway, playing home to race number 8 of the LIMECAR season for the Bass Pro Shops night race. I'm up here in the booth alongside Joe Caswantes once again. Joe, welcome back to the booth. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thanks for letting me come back. Ready to watch some good short track racing.
Absolutely. It's going to be a great race here at Bristol Motor Speedway, so we hope. A lot of new faces up front, but the main storyline here today, we're well deep into the in-season tournament here. This is round number 3, and I mean, what better place than to have the last great Colosseum playing host to a tournament round. Arizuko versus Hunter Collier, Giffen versus Gralla, Marnell versus Guthrie, Maybe versus Walker, Haley versus Greenhouse, Banger versus Garcia, those are teammates, Williams versus Simpson, Gibbons versus Nicholas. Joe, it's going to be interesting here. 8 matchups, 8 drivers are going to advance to the next round. It's going to be a great one.
Indeed it will. There's so many storylines to go over, so it's going to be very interesting to pinpoint throughout the race.
Absolutely. We got a long race ahead of us, too. Let's go into our race notes here for today. We've shortened the race down from 125. We're racing 100 laps here around this half-mile oval.
He'll run 110 laps, so there's no stops expected. So this is going to be a test for the drivers to manage their tires, manage their stuff. Tires will fall off, speaking of tires, but it shouldn't be a drastic speed difference.
Thank you, Joe, for our race notes. Let's get into our starting lineup for today's race. 42 drivers in the field. Michael Guthrie and Nicholas Soa make up row 1. Row 2, Robbie Gordoff and Cam Wright Jr. Seeing out row number 3, Zachary Potts in the 16 car and Santiago Nicholas, the Daytona 500 winner. Hometown kid Chase Gibbons in row 4 alongside Ricardo Garcia, the face of many storylines. Jerry Chen has a great qualifying effort alongside Braden Sigafo. Alexander Rowe with another Team Chevy development car in the top 20, and Viscani in row 6. Marnell and Brayton Collins, 2 drivers from across the pond, in row 7. Row 8 sees Strokey Banger and Kyle Maybe. Row 9 has Cam Arrow and Logan Williams, last week's winner. Quentin Haley and Anthony Foss round out the top 20. Nathan Stapleton and Jordan Madron coming off 2 good runs from both of those drivers. Justin Haley doesn't really like it here on the Cup Series side. Seems to be the case here in row 12 with Hunter Collier. Garrett Lamar and Henry Guo in row 13. Matthew Fastnot and Reed Simpson sitting in row number 14. Austin Green, Ian McDaniel, 2 teammates in row 15. Joe Kraus and Kaz Gralla, the row of 3s in row 16. Ethan Harrison and Ryan Barone, 2 friends, 2 teammates, row 17. The next row, Eric Yuko and Aaron Giffen, 2 drivers at the top of the point standings, deep in the field. Chris Lilly and Blake Walker make up row 19. Tyler Cook, another driver top of the point standings in Squarius Greathouse Jr. in row 20. And then Norris Told and Richard Fridge round out the back half of the field. Any final notes from you, Joe, before we get to going racing here at this last great Coliseum?
Well, our defending winner is Harry Williams, so we will see a potentially new winner at Bristol. As the pace car peels off, I'm going to send it to you.
Green flag is out. We're underway. Michael Guthrie, Nicholas Soa leads them into turn 1. And Soa's going to get a huge run coming out of turn number 2. He's using that outside line, really ringing around. 2 lanes here at Bristol. The top line seems to be the most dominant, but drivers are going to want to save their stuff. So you're going to see drivers stick around that bottom lane here. On lap number 2, Cam Wright Jr. all over the back bumper of the 08. The 51 has slipped to 3rd. And the 14 of Chase Gibbons sitting in 5th now. Gets passed by Braden Sigafo. No, 6th, I'm sorry, the 14. And the 48, don't look now, it's Ricardo Garcia. As the 14's trying to slot in line here as he's getting freight trained around that outside line. A lot of good starts for some drivers that sat deep in the field.
It's crazy how much the bottom's getting overpowered right now by the top lane.
Absolutely. You think these new tires are going to be the difference here? As, I mean, you're using that outside line. Maybe some drivers are using that bottom lane to just try to preserve their tires. You don't expect a hit for these 100 laps, but some guys are just using that outside lane and using up their stuff pretty quickly early on in the race.
Yeah, just trying to get track position, especially with these guys that are starting towards the rear of the field. It looks like Hunter Collier's moving his way up to the field, speaking of people starting towards the back.
Here's a 33 of Robbie Gordoff. He started in the top 10. He's already slipped outside of the top 10. He's sitting around 20th now. 3 wide with Garrett Lamar, Kaz Gralla, and Ethan Harrison. This is for 34th.
That ended up going well. I thought we were about to see some contact there. It's 2x2 towards the rear of the pack.
These drivers really going to have to shake it out, sort it out before this race. I mean, we've got a long ways to go. On board with Aaron Giffen, he's made his way up to 18th. He started towards the back half of the field. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's been. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, my bad. But I was gonna say, I wonder if the people that are just dropping is just conserving their stuff, or maybe there's actually something wrong with their car. But big wreck.
Got a crash in the back half of the field, and it was who we looked at earlier, Garrett Lamar. Oh, that's Tyler Cook running into the back of Justin Haley, and Ethan Harrison. That brings out the yellow on lap 11 of 100. I don't know. I don't think it's beneficial to save your stuff here this early on, but we're going to take a look and see at the replay here.
Oh, someone's just all the way down at the paint. 21. Oh, it's just more cars in front of the 21 just piling in, kind of a chain reaction.
So it seems that Harrison hooks the 21 of Foss. That brings out the initial yellow, and he sideswipes Christopher Marnell and goes back up into the field.
Yeah, just carrying too much speed. Just couldn't slow it down.
Yeah, this is Harrison's home race, not how he expected it to go, and we're on board with Cook. Oh, just parks the bus right in front of him.
A lot of damage on that car. I don't know if he can continue, but insult to injury there, that last impact.
It really hurts the 99 more than it did the 43, as the 52 is coming down pit road. Joe, he says that he's had trouble shifting. He appears he may have money shifted. Coming to the yellow flag. He went down to second instead of going to third. He's going to come down pit road to try and diagnose that issue.
It's unfortunate for him. He had track position. We see a lot of mistakes happen under yellow, and it looks like that's just one of them.
Absolutely. We're going to get back going on lap 16 of 100. Single file restarts here. So let's see how this shakes out. Nicholas Soa, Michael Guthrie, Ricardo Garcia, your top 3 leading him back to green.
Great start by Soa. About 3 car length lead.
Now this places the 51 of Guthrie back in the catbird seat in second place. It's going to be interesting to see what we do in terms of the track position now that everybody's single file, at least on the start. This is the 83 of Santiago Nicolas, Daytona 500 winner, sitting in 18th place. As the 80 of Visconti and maybe started closer towards 20th. He's already made his way up to the top 5 now.
Maybe the veteran racer, yeah. That's what benefit of having years of experience like maybe has.
As Visconti slots into 7th place after a battle with Reed Simpson. Simpson having a pretty good run. Team owner of Mudfish Motorsports.
Oh, looks like someone at the wall.
Yeah, here's So We Stay Green. Here's Strokey Banger. He's fighting his teammate, Garcia, who's sitting in 3rd. As that's a 54 of Harris Yuko, who did hit the wall. He slides out of the way of any passerbys. The 84 won the 600 and also won a duel, and the 04 won at the Charlotte Roval. And we already pinpointed the Daytona 500 winner. Now, if you're a valued listener, you probably know what's coming next, but sitting in 3rd place is Ricardo Garcia. He's been in a lot of storylines, but not victory lane. He's the only winless Mudfish Motorsports car. Hasn't gotten a win since season 1 at Nashville Fairgrounds.
Yeah, and then we just heard a report that he's feeling nervous inside the car. He's worried something's going to go wrong, so there might be something lingering inside that car.
And I mean, this is probably the highest he's been up all race long, or all season long. It's been a hot minute since we've seen Ricardo Garcia really frontwards towards the field. So the Spaniard, as the 88 of Blake Walker gives Ryan Barone a little bit of nose, trying to get around him. Got some drivers trying to sort it out here. Zachary Ponce trying to get underneath that 88. Walking down almost to the bottom of the track.
Interesting tactic there.
Absolutely. This is for 10th place between the 68 and the 60.
Going to be all about getting to that right rear quarter panel and getting around them on the outside. It just seems like you cannot pass on that bottom lane.
On board with Garcia here. Yeah, absolutely. As some of the earlier drivers in the wreck, I don't think we'll see lap traffic too much. The tires aren't falling off, but we can all see these drivers are pretty equal to each other in terms of driving ability. The 43 of Cook has come in and out of pit road. He's still going though. The 99 still on the track, and the 21 has come down pit road a few times. As the 83 is getting Blake Walker is really moving him in the corner. I don't think that's going to be beneficial to him. It's 23 of Marnell trying to make some moves here. Bad luck recently for the 23 in terms of strategy. 2 straight races where they got trapped a lap down after having seemingly the winning strategy, and then yellow comes out right as they hit him.
Yeah, Marnell was saying all week long in his interviews he just wants one race to go his way. So, well, as we have a car peeling down pit road, I can't tell who that is.
That was Tyler Cook in the 43. He's coming in and out of pit road as you get some high side hustlers here. This is 0 of Alexander Rowe. Whoa, big wiggle out of the 84. He got contact from his teammate, Matthew Faston. And oh, there goes Ethan Harrison into the inside wall.
Not a good day for the hometown kid.
And it wasn't the driver who got spun by the 77, but I'd say that was premeditated. A little bit of karma there for Harrison as we are going to take a look and see what happened. Cut and dry.
Same song and dance, ain't it? He did that to someone earlier. I did. Yeah, like you said, karma.
Same exact incident. That's coming off of turn 2. And 77, really hard lick there. We're going to take one last look at it. No safer barriers down there. It's massive driver's side impact.
Yeah, and the angle, that's what I was about to say. The angle of that was nasty, too. Yeah, Ethan Harrison's taking his efforts back to the garage. I think he may be out.
Absolutely. We're going to get back going here with still quite a lot of race to go. Lap 40, green flag is back out. We're underway. Nicholas Soa, Michael Guthrie leading back to the line. That's the 03 of Kaz Brala, a lap car. He's going to peel out of the way of the front two. Garcia's going to have to work his way around that top side. Sigafos in the 10, getting sandwiched in between the 21 and the 03. But that's all over the back bumper of Nicholas Soa is Michael Guthrie. Going to that inside line, the 08 is going to take the middle lane, get the run off the corner, and he clears the 51. There's Kyle Maybe cracking into the top 5 for the first time today on the leaderboard.
Yeah, and it's almost like drivers are defending their spot by going to the top, which isn't a common thing we see. Typically, drivers want to defend their spot by, parking it in the bottom, but we just seen Soa go to the top and protect his position over Guthrie. Gave him the bottom.
Aggressive battle for 11th place, Viscani and McDaniel. McDaniel seems to clear him. The 53 started in 40th, and he has worked his way well into the top 15 now. Great run for Desquarius Greenhouse Jr. We've seen a lot of speed out of that 53 as of recently.
Yeah, we're hearing some reports on the radio about the Visconti possibly falling off.
Oh, big contact inside the top 5. Maybe he's able to hold on to it. And that's Gibbons trying to work his way on the outside line. Collins is going to slide up the track, using a little dirt track defensive move there from the 5 car, as now Gibbons and Collins are going to fight alongside each other, and the 14 is going to rip around the top side here. Super aggressive move from the 32. It looked like a late block, and Collins had to lift out of the gas. And 14's able to clear them both and get the 5th place spot.
Yeah, the 5 car just radioed in. He was very annoyed by that move, so something to look out for.
On board with the 17. He said he's frustrated with this lap traffic of the 21 here. He's sitting in 8th place. Good run for Logan Rollins here. Last week's winner at Auto Club. With a little angle here into turn 1 and 2.
Beautiful angle. Looks like everybody's getting it figured out.
Getting that rev limiter into turn 1 here.
Yeah, it's interesting to me, just ripping that wall. For, everybody's using the bottom, but if you want to move through the field, you just really have to rip that wall and you make up positions. So, we'll see who will start ripping the wall and maybe challenge this lead from Soa.
We'll go through the field here. We'll go on board. Nicholas Soa, Maverick Motorsports, first place. He's leading. He's got no issues. He's got the 51 all over his back bumper, but he's doing pretty good.
The 51 is looking for rear grip on exit. He cannot find the exit speed that he needs to get around the 08 to take this lead and control the race.
Might be a trend here coming soon, especially with these tires falling off. Ricardo Garcia, P3. He's still nervous over the radio. He thinks that something's going to go wrong. He's really laying back right now, maybe saving his tires for a late race restart. Clock is ticking for that for 48.
As we are here with the 10 car, he has no worries. He's happy to have a good run. As you see, he's closing in on Ricardo Garcia. So, just happy he's just happy. That's all we're hearing.
That's good to hear. The hometown kid, the 14, content for now. He's been quiet. Gibbons is never one to be talking over the radio too much. We'll see if that changes.
Kyle maybe. He's been really aggressive this race. Probably been annoyed on short track racing, but his crew chief radioed in. He's worried about the tire fall off. Tell him maybe to save his stuff a little bit as he is running P6.
He 7 Grayson Collins, and he's the one that's been the most annoyed at Kyle maybe. That's really it. He's been dirt tracking that thing. Collins really likes Bristol running inside the top 10. Another good run for that Colosseum race team.
Harry Williams running 8.
Logan
It is. Oh, Logan. Oh, okay, he's just trying to be smooth and get to the next round of the in-season tournament. That was a big mess up there.
Yeah, 68, he's been confident. This has been a good race, sitting behind Logan Williams in 9th place. Madrid Motorsports cars, both of them sitting inside the top 10. Gordon Madrid having a great day here.
Ian McDaniel has been frustrated all night, just saying he cannot pass. And it's not like you're going to pit to get any adjustments, so he just has to settle in and just keep working on these cars one by one.
Go in 11th place, wants another yellow. He thinks that he's got a really solid piece underneath him, sitting behind the 6 car, but he's just trying to save his stuff. He wants his brakes to cool off. That might be a trend later on.
Hunter Collier, all over 11th place. He's proud of the team effort, but he's worried about the 54 car, as that's his opponent in the in-season tournament. He's had a really solid start to the season.
Aaron Giffen is worried about the rain, funny enough. Not worried about the race. There's rain on the radar. Mr. Chief says it's nowhere near. It's the mountains, it can happen anywhere, but that's the only thing 62's worried about.
Robbie Gordoff, he's radioing in that he keeps missing corner entry. Spotter reminding him to change his brake bias on the straightaways. Just it's the only thing he's really complaining about.
53, chomping at the bit as we see here, really all over the back bumper of this 53 car. He has moved his way to 15th after starting in 40th. Another good run for this very long.
Santiago Nicholas, okay, the 83 car. He just wants a good result. The 14 is way ahead, so he's just racing to maybe get a top 15 or a top 10.
Absolutely. And hard off the wall is the 83. Goodness gracious, as Marnell's going to now come underneath him. He just wants cars to fall his way. Couldn't get that past him. 83 just smacked the crap out of the wall. Yeah.
Zachary Ponce, it seems like I'm getting all the bone guys, but he's just asking where everyone else is. He has a little bit of damage, which is holding back his speed through the corner. Cannot find the grip for the exit. Started well, but fell off.
Blake Walker in the 88 wants redemption and needs results. Solid runs for this 88 car, but they haven't been able to put together the pieces here. He's hoping for a top 20 or better.
And we are riding along. Reed Simpson riding 20th. He started good, but is falling backwards. Kind of the same with Ponce. Probably used his stuff up too early. Not hearing much from the radio, though. Interesting.
Ryan Barone, 21st, loves this track, but he has said in an expletive-filled rant, man, this sucks. He's probably the most vocal driver of the radio right now. He would not like it in this race, not like the car.
A very sarcastic tone by Austin Green. He's glad that he's kept his nose clean all race long, but he just says everything's great, just like his Cowboys.
The 3 has radio issues, so the 2 drivers are very vocal in front of him, and the 3 has been dead silent. Does not have a radio. Running decently for Joe Kraft.
I mentioned this earlier. They radioed it in. Visconti is really falling back. I think possibly mismanaging the tires. He's almost down 20 spots, so he's just going to have to hold on to what he has right now and just pray for a yellow.
Jerry Chen in 25th place does not like this track. Another driver that started in the top 10 to 34 has fell his way back. We're now on board with first place, the rear bumper cam of Nicholas Soa. That's a nose full of Guthrie. We're on lap 78 of 100 after we went through the field. That was a pretty good whip around the bases there, Joe.
Yeah, that was really entertaining. That was a little different for the broadcast. I felt like that took a little bit more time, but we emphasized the focus on other cars more throughout the field.
Absolutely. Something that we really haven't done a great job at. There's a lot of understated drivers that we haven't really talked about much, but getting to hear the stories, especially in a long run like this, has been great to hear. The 52, someone that started in the top 5, has not been able to recover after running in second, having a pit with the shifter issues. They fixed their issue, but unfortunately did not fix their running position as they are sitting in 37th. The points leader is in trouble. This is the 54. He's tied for the points lead with Logan Williams. It's almost surely going to change, as you cannot tie in a race. But the 54 is sitting in 27th right now. Yeah, not a good run for Eris Yuko. Who is his tournament matchup here this weekend?
It is Hunter Collier, which is the 17th seed. Is this about to be an unexpected upset?
Possibly. As we mentioned, Collier, he was running inside the top 15, so the 54 on the verge of losing the points lead and getting knocked out of the tournament. Could see a lot of big upsets as Garcia, he's in 3rd place over his team owner, Strokey Banger, and the 51, Michael Guthrie, matched up with his former team owner, Christopher Marnell. Marnell is having a decent day, but the 51 is sitting in 2nd place.
You see, Soa's starting to put a gap on 2nd place. I think Guthrie probably should have taken advantage of the gap that he had on the 08. He was right on his bumper. Probably should have used the bumper, but who knows? Hindsight's, because it looks like maybe trying to get around the 14 car.
32 is facing Blake Walker, currently winning, trying to get around the hometown kid. Chase Gibbons grew up in Johnson City, Tennessee, just about 20 minutes away from Bristol Motor Speedway. In any Bristol race since 2005, and I think Gibbons has been at it, but now he is on the pavement. Super surreal moment for that 14 car, trying to fight off a hard charging Kyle maybe.
It's a little bit of a 3-car breakaway and then a 2-car breakaway for 3rd with 10 laps to go.
62 of Aaron Giffen comfortably going to take a win over his in-season tournament matchup over Kaz Gralla, who is 2 laps down as we speak.
And Michael Guthrie running 2nd.
53
he is ahead of.
Go
ahead, my bad.
53. His matchup is Justin Haley. Talk about a hard charged effort for the 53. He has really put his work in to really earn his next spot in the round. The 17's got a few spots over his matchup, the 4 of Reed Simpson. As the 83, that's a lot of heavy damage for Santiago Nicholas, who's still holding decently in his running position, but the 14 of Chase Gibbons is his matchup, as Williams is able to get around Grayson Collins for what appears to be 6th place.
Yeah, not a lot of passing going on. That's one of the first passes we've seen. Oh, it looks like Ian McDaniel just got booed.
Henry Guo gives a little bumper to McDaniel as we have 5 laps to go here. Is it too little too late for some of these drivers? Guo is going to lose some positions to Hunter Collier.
Yeah, I think it is. I think you just see people are experimenting with the outside. I honestly don't know why people... Oh, there's a yellow.
Big, cute. Oh, that's Chris Lilly who runs into Ryan Barone. And we've got a yellow with 3 laps to go. This changes everything. We're going to have a green-white checkered.
Oh, Soa keep...
Oh. Soa almost ran into Tyler Cook there. Let's take a look and see what happened. and Reed Simpson's day. It's turned by Barone, and Barone gets sent into the wall. Oh, hard hit for Chris Lilly.
It just looks like frustration for Barone. Just tired of, just wants to get out of here and probably let his anger out on Simpson. Hard hit for Reed. And it looks like he ended up gaining some spots out of that, actually.
Yeah, it seems to be. As nobody pitted, we're going to have a green-white checkered double file restarts here for the green-white checkered. As Chris Lilly has exited the race, every driver that was on the lead lap will be racing in this 2-lap shootout. Soa, Guthrie, Garcia, Sigafos, Gibbons, maybe. Green flag is in the air. 2 laps to go to decide this.
Clean start. Soa clears them, but here comes the run off the top.
Here comes Michael Guthrie as the intensity is ramped up. Guthrie to the outside. Into the wall goes Sigafos as Guthrie's able to take the lead. As we've got a wreck in the back, that's Quentin Haley. We stay green for now. Sigafos and Soa on the outside, but is it too little too late? For the first time since season 1, for the first time ever, Guthrie's going to cross the line and win at Bristol Motor Speedway.
That is a heartbreaker for Nicholas Soa as we look. Oh, Lord.
Here's a look at... Jeez.
Yeah, just trying to get whatever you can with the field stacked up there, and it's just overly aggressive. Just kind of cleared himself.
Yeah. Things for those drivers back there. And Guthrie, his first career win in LIMECAR. Been a veteran since season 1. He's going to burn it down. Heartbreak for Nicholas Soa, who led. If this race ended on lap 100, it was the 08 who would have taken the win, but it was the 51 after 102 laps here at Bristol Motor Speedway. He led the last 2, and that was the only 2 he needed to get. Michael Guthrie is able to take the win here at Bristol. Guthrie, Soa, Sigafos, Garcia, maybe your top 5. Chase Gibbons,
and you have
Jason Collins.
I was going to take over for the rest of the top 10, but my bad. Okay, Greenhouse in 8th, Logan Williams, not Harry, 9th. Hunter Collier, another top 10 finish, a solid day for him points-wise. Giffen 11th, and it looks like our graphics team may have had a mistake there, but Guthrie at 12th, I guess. But, all right, you take over the rest.
As we cycle on through here. Gralla finishes eventually 4 laps down. Chris Lilly out of the race with an accident. But Tyler Cook, props to him. He probably expected there to be a lot more carnage. Finishes 37 laps down. And Ethan Harrison finishes P-last with an accident. But honestly, what a solid race. Great win for the 51, but heartbreaker for Nicholas Soa, who, I mean, he had the cards all to his way, but just a heartbreaker for that 08 car. We'll take a look at our advancements in the in-season tournament. Big upset, Aris Yuko, Hunter Collier. Aaron Giffen is able to advance over Gralla. Guthrie, with the win, advances over Barnell. Another big upset there. Maybe with a good run over Walker. Haley gets knocked out by Greenhouse. Garcia advances over his team owner. And Logan Williams over Reed Simpson. Gibbons over. So these are our round 4 matchups for Armory Digital Super Speedway. A lot of different names here, and I don't think anybody expected 30th seeded Ricardo Garcia to make his way into the 4th round.
Yeah, well, when you run through everybody, you may find success out of that, but here he is.
Yeah, absolutely. As Guthrie's going to park it on the front straightaway after driving around the entire track by the looks of it.
Yeah, I
Turning,
mean, I was about to ask because like some people with hot passes were looking concerned. The 51 was driving fast at the infield.
he was driving in and out. He was driving through. I mean, goodness gracious. But Logan Williams takes the points lead. Santiago Nicholas, look at that. He's in second place. Michael Guthrie in fourth place in points. As, yeah, I mean, we've got a very tight points battle from second to fourth. Logan Williams with a little bit of an advantage. We have a super speedway next week, so that could all change, but everybody's just so close as we're going to cycle to the next page of points. I mean, even Austin Green, who really hasn't had the best of seasons, he's only like a solid race and a half. He's like a race and a half behind first place after 8 races. It's not too bad. That can easily be made up to at least get him into a top 30.
Yeah, that's just simply bad luck for leaders at Armory Digital away, and then a solid finish to make those points back up to be right back in the fight.
Absolutely. It's going to be interesting next week. A super speedway in Seattle, Washington. Joe, you guys, your Fords had pretty solid speed at the Daytona 500. You guys have any notes, any setup notes you want to share? Or are you going to keep that a secret?
We're gonna keep that a secret, but we're bringing some of the same stuff. Um, a little bit of the same setups, maybe changing here and there because obviously the characteristics of the track is a little different. But we look to continue our strong super speedway success into Seattle.
Absolutely. Any final words before we sign off for tonight?
'08 fans, I'm sorry. Trust me, I experienced this in fall 2015 Texas. It's painful.
Well, these overtime finishes sure do not disappoint. It was a great race here. It's going to be a great race next week from all of us in the booth, from myself and Joe Caswanches. Thank you for joining. We'll see y'all next weekend for the Armory Digital 500.